Another one bites the dust. First it was Luna, then Three Arrows Capital, Celcius, Voyager, and now there's a new one, Vauld, which is a crypto lending platform, has just collapsed. They say they've suspended withdrawals while their investors try to figure out if they can suspend paying rent. And today we're gonna find out what that means for you. As we watch crypto lenders, exchanges, and hedge funds blowing up left and right like a bad Michael Bay movie, you might be asking yourself, who's next? And who can you trust? The first answer to that question, of course, being yours truly, Coffeezilla, bump the stock. Never rugged before, probably never will. But the second answer to that question is really nobody else. I really wouldn't trust anyone with your cryptocurrency. And today I want to explain why. See, if the crypto winter has shown us anything, it's the interconnected nature of crypto, and not in a good way. More like in an Alabama family reunion way, where everyone is a little too related. Now, of course, when crypto is going great, everybody's doing well. But the problem is when crypto's not doing so great, things like Luna happen, everything just sort of seems to go down at the same time. And I'm not talking about crypto prices here. I'm not here to cry because Bitcoin's down. I mean, yes, it is. And yes, the only thing Michael Saylor's about to be managing is a McDonald's. But I'm talking about something else entirely. I'm talking about entire industries grinding to a halt because some dudes got access to a little too much leverage. I'm talking about Three Arrows Capital, which we're going to have a full breakdown on soon, Yacht Tour, and everything. But to sum it all up, a lot of crypto projects were exposed when a single degenerate gambler who liked to borrow a lot basically went under and tried to take everyone out with him. It's been like watching one of those domino competitions where they all start falling at the same time, and the only survivor is a guy who looks like he's about to go trick some hobbits. Now, some people have been calling this crypto contagion, and what they mean by that basically is that one company collapses and it infects all the other companies and causes them to collapse too. But the question is, what can we learn from this very nerdy version of The Walking Dead? Well, it's quite simple, actually. It turns out you can't trust other people with your money, especially not billionaires. There's a shock. There's been a saying in crypto that's been around for ages, which is not your keys, not your coins. And while I hate to agree with a crypto bro on basically anything, they're kind of right. It just means if you don't own the wallet where your money is, you don't own your own money. It's like the same sad movie on repeat, where people put their money in these lending platforms or crypto exchanges like Voyager, and suddenly they go bust and people find out they don't actually own the crypto they thought they owned. What they own is an IOU from their crypto exchange, but when that crypto exchange becomes worthless, so does the IOU. And at that point, it's just too late. You're not going to get your money back. Instead, they're going to use your money to pay off an even bigger IOU. F you. So what's the answer if we can't trust our glorious institutions not to gamble our money away? Well, one answer is that you might want to own your own crypto, which I know sounds like a lot of work. And yeah, that sucks. But hey, look at the bright side. If you ever make a stupid investment like buying SafeMoon, you will truly own that stupid investment. You will truly own a piece of what is arguably $1 billion con. Don't you want that for yourself? I guess I'm not really selling this very well, but the point is I'm really not here to sell it at all. And I'm not here to tell you guys what wallet to get, cold, hot, hardware or not. The point of this video is not any of that. There's tons of videos on that already. The point of this video is just to explain why self-custody of your money might be important to you. And that's not to say that I hate centralization or anything. I really do understand the appeal, but you also have to understand that the main advantage of centralized finance has always been, is always, and was always protection. For example, in fiat in America, if your bank goes bust, you're FDIC insured. Your money is safe. And naturally, this is why people love banks and bank robbing movies, because when they get robbed, you're not getting robbed. Your money is still safe. But this does not exist in crypto. It's the wild, wild west. So there's not the same reason to keep your money with someone else. In fact, instead of it being a plus, it's actually a minus, because now not only do you have to worry about you making a stupid investment and losing all your money, now you have to worry about the guy you put your money with making a stupid investment and losing all your money, which obviously is more common than we all thought. And you might be thinking, well, look, the good news is I don't put my money with stupid companies. I only trust safe, established companies like Coinbase. The problem here is that the same rules apply. Just in May, Coinbase admitted that if they go bankrupt, you could lose all the money you store there. And while I have to say, that Coinbase claims that they have zero risk of bankruptcy, and I probably even agree with that. They're probably not going to go under tomorrow. I'm not sure they will never go bust, and that's sort of the problem. You might trust a centralized exchange for a day, a month, maybe even a year. But do you really want to trust a guy who looks like Joe Rogan's son grew up in a float tank his whole life forever? The answer is probably no. Now, did that joke land? The answer is also probably no, because it was way too long. Anyways, rant over. I hope that wasn't too much of a soapbox, in part because I don't even know what a soapbox is. I also hope you guys don't panic out there. This isn't about scaring you into thinking that your crypto is suddenly going to vanish. I just wanted to take a realistic look at the fact that most centralized ways of storing crypto is going to be more risky than storing it yourself. Although I have to say, even storing crypto yourself has risks too. So for those of you who are uncomfortable with all of that, there's a third option as well, which I haven't mentioned, which is just sort of not getting into crypto. I mean, I know everyone's made it seem like you have to own crypto in 2022, but honestly, you don't. I think many people have been led to believe that crypto is more regulated and ready for the average investor than it actually is. The truth is, no matter what these terms and conditions of these websites say, there is no safety net yet in cryptocurrency. And it's okay to say you don't want to play that game until someone sets it up. That's fine. That's the whole purpose of regulators, which we talk about all the time on this channel. And also, if you want to roll the dice with a crypto exchange after watching this video or a lender, that's cool too. Just beware that there's no take backsies. You know, I think a lot of people's logic for storing their crypto there is they think they're going to be the ones to get out before it all goes bust. And maybe that's true, but remember, you can't trust what these people say, which makes it hard to time these things. I want to bring your attention to one of the most recent press releases of Vauld. Again, that's the people who recently went under and suspended withdrawals. So imagine you have your money there for a second, right? Just understand that only a couple weeks before they announced they were suspending all withdrawals, they were sending out this email. Hey, we understand that these are trying times for crypto investors, but Vauld continues to operate as usual despite volatile market conditions. We do not have any exposure to Celcius or Three Arrows Capital, and we remain liquid despite market conditions. Over the last few days, all withdrawals were processed as usual, and this will continue to be the case in the future. So obviously, that was a big lie, but you wouldn't know it listening to Vauld's management, who were saying that they were completely safe, except for the small fact that they were completely lying. And that's sort of the problem. These crypto exchanges or lending platforms are financially incentivized to lie to you about their solvency. Let me repeat that one more time. They are financially incentivized to lie to you about their solvency. You're never going to hear one of them come out and say, hey, we're in danger, which should probably be illegal, by the way, to lie about the state of your finances. But anyways, either way, it just is what it is. And there are several cases of investors being persuaded by this in the case of Vauld. They thought they were safe, and now they're broke. And I don't want you guys to be broke. I want you to be smart. Or if you want to be stupid, at least own your stupid mistakes. Now, that was going to be the end of the video, but it turns out there's actually some updates. So I want to speed run those real quick. It turns out Vauld, the crypto lender that suspended withdrawals, is in talks of getting acquired by Nexo, which could kind of act as like a bailout. So that's good news for their customers. Bad news for Voyager, though. They suspended withdrawals and now have declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So that's going to be a long ride for the investors. It doesn't change the point of this video. Points are still the same. You can't trust these people, but I did want to make that quick update just for accuracy. Anyways, that's basically it. Pump the stock. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.